G'day and welcome, my name is DK from DK Plays TV here on Twitch and DK Plays on YouTube. I hope that you're having a fantastic day, no matter where you are in the world. Oh look, everybody's asleep. Except for him. Why aren't you asleep? Why aren't you asleep? Oh, I think I know why you're not asleep. You don't have a bed. Because these beds keep going invisible. There you go, buddy. For some reason these beds keep going invisible and I don't know why. But they do. And it's not a good thing. Right, so today I think what we're going to do, because I only have 15 rockets, I think we need to make ourselves an old mobs farm, which is going to take a bit. And I've been debating whether I do the dispenser one or whether I do the other one, which is the Mumbo Jumbo Razor one. So let's get rid of some of this stuff off our hotbar for now, or out of our inventory, should I say, not our hotbar. I heard a zombie, I think. I heard something. Ah, it's an Enderman. Right, so before we do any of that, I guess I should take my rockets. I'm going to use some of them anyway. And we shall fly a bit of spoiler there. So the other day, and this hasn't been released on YouTube yet, but it will be pretty soon, we have our first high-rise building. I kind of like it. It's not 100% finished yet. I haven't done anything on the sides or the back, but the cactus farm is working, and that's all that really matters at the moment. So each building is going to be a different farm. Now I'm thinking up above, because it doesn't go up very high. I'm thinking I'm going to put in a bamboo farm up above and have these hoppers come across and down into a furnace, and then have the bamboo come down into the furnace, and they'll just cook it out as green dye. Now I'm going to need those two hoppers, and I'm going to need that bed. If we're going to do our farm today, we're going to need 180 hoppers, and I believe I need a few more, so we need to gather some more wood. So let's start with that project first. We need wood because we're going to need chests to make hoppers. I purposely planted all these trees so I could get lots of wood. You're hanging on that side. Go. So we had a couple of milestones that we hit today, which is really good. So the first milestone that we hit was we now have 200 videos up on YouTube. Our second milestone that we hit today was that we have 20,000 views of those videos. And the third milestone, and probably the best milestone of all, is we hit over the 100 subscriber mark. So if you're over there on YouTube watching me, thank you so very much. I really appreciate it, and can't wait to see what the future brings. Hopefully it'll be a lot more subscribers and we'll start getting this thing going properly. Here on Twitch, as you can see, I've got 29 of the 50 followers that I need. So working on that, trying to get it going, trying to get all those beautiful followers to come along, follow and hopefully pop into the chat and say hello. Because that'd be really nice. As I know it can get quite lonely in here. That'd be really nice. As I know it can get quite lonely in here. Not that I don't mind being alone, because I have a special guest. You see, he's right here. Look. Ooh, there he is. There he is. There's Mr. Hilton. Being his beautiful self. You pretty boy. You pretty boy. Being his beautiful self. Thank you, buddy. You pretty boy. You pretty boy. Thank you, buddy. He likes to come along and play with my controller hands while I'm trying to play the game. So he's good value though. He's a good boy. He's good value though. Isn't that right, Mr. Hilton? These big, I didn't think they grew big enough to get out of reach. Oh well, they grew big enough to get out of reach. Oh well. Doesn't really matter because they're only going to be used for making chests, so I can make hoppers. I'm going to need 182 hoppers, including the 2 that I just picked up there. I need some redstone dust, some redstone torches. I need 60 dispensers. I need 60 buckets. I need 60 dispensers. 60 buckets. And I'm gonna need a bucket load of stone. But because I think I'm gonna do the Mumbo Jumbo Razor because it is actually. I find it to be a lot better than the dispenser one. I find it the dispenser observer. Obviously, being in Bedrock, I can't use the same clock that Mumbo uses. But I have a way around it, so it's all good. I'm just going to backtrack through all of these and see if I can pick up my saplings. I'll just put them away. And we can replant them later. So I really enjoyed the process of making that building over there. I've never built a high-rise before. This whole series that I'm doing at the moment is all basically me trying to get better at building. Because I'm not that great at building, and I want to try and get better, become a bit more of an all-rounder, rather than just concentrating on the farms, because you can only build so many farms. And talking about farms, if we get time a little bit later on in the stream, we may in fact end up making a rudimentary, totally non-efficient slime farm. Because I went down the other day at the end of wasn't a stream, I was doing a recording for YouTube. It wasn't on stream. And went down and just dug a level out down at level 35, I think, or something like that, in what I believe to be the spawn chunk, and then I moved myself out away from the 24 to 28 blocks away, and lo and behold, after about 5 minutes I went back and there was indeed slimes in there, so that's fantastic. It means we have access to a slime chunk. Now, being a solo world, I don't actually need the most efficient slime farm, and I definitely don't need 1,000,001 slime balls or slime blocks. I will use quite a few, but I have plenty of time to AFK overnight and while I'm at work during the week. On the days that I work, I do work a full-time job, but I also don't work on a Wednesday. which is why this stream can go a little bit longer than a little bit later into the early hours of the morning. So a little bit later into the early hours of the morning. So that's a good thing, and hopefully, with it being a little bit later in the night here in Australia, it might allow me coverage to get some viewers from other places around the world that are a little bit earlier in the day, maybe even early in the morning, and hopefully we can get some people viewing from wherever around the world. And Mr. Hilton, you're getting very screechy. You're getting very, very screechy indeed. Use your indoor voice, buddy. Use your indoor voice. Use your indoor voice, buddy. Use your indoor voice. Yeah, so we hit all those milestones within a couple of hours of each other, which is really good. And onwards and upwards, I say. Onwards and upwards, I say. Mr. Hilton, can you be quiet, please? You're getting a bit screechy. And there's no need to be screechy. I'm right here beside you. He, by the way, is sitting on my foot, looking back at me. He, by the way, is sitting on my foot, looking back at me. Yeah, I know, buddy. Yeah, I know. So we're gonna have to find a suitable place to build this. It's not going to be in and around the city that I'm building, because it needs to be built quite high up in the world, and I don't plan on making sky-rise buildings that are going to be as high as I would actually need. Now, I could build it around the city, and I could probably transform it into a UFO or something. But if I just do it out over the ocean somewhere, which reminds me, I'm going to need scaffolding as well, so I've got to organise that. We've got a lot to do. And it's going to be good. Once this mob farm is up and running properly, it is quite good. You get quite a lot of mob drops. You can, depending on how you configure your floors. I usually just do 4 layers with a 2 block gap, and then the top layer with a 3 block gap, which means that I will get I'll get the pillager raid guys that come along. Well, not the raid guys, but the pillagers that come along to try and make you start a raid. You get those guys. You also get creepers, spiders. You get zombies. You get wandering villagers, and you also get endermen. So you can get ender pearls from doing this farm as well. So yeah, I think Mumbo just does it 2 block gap all the way. I tend to do 3 block gap on the last floor. It looks quite complicated, this farm, but it's actually relatively simple. Simple and easy to build. There's just a couple of things that you've got to be aware of when you're building it. One is you don't want to Sorry about that. I don't know exactly what happened there. Everything just froze up on me and I got kicked out. But I'm back. Thanks, my man. I really appreciate that. I really do. I really appreciate that. I really do. It's fantastic. I don't know why I just got kicked. That's very unusual. It's the first time I've ever been kicked from Twitch. I don't know why that happened. From Twitch. I don't know why that happened. I guess it was bound to happen at some point. Just wasn't expecting it to happen just there and then. I have had the Xbox turn off for an update at one point when I was streaming, or when I was recording. Can't remember whether I was streaming or recording. I know I was recording at the time, but whether I was streaming at the time, I don't know. But it was one of those really weird things. Could have been an internet disruption thing. I just don't know. It probably means that that follower missed his alert, and that's a bit of a shame because it would have been good for him to be able to see that he had his big alert up on the screen. But let's start putting things where we need them. I'm just going to go ahead and make a whole heap of these. Even if I don't use them, I'll use them later on. We're going to need to make shulker boxes as well because we're going to have a lot of stuff to take over to wherever we're going to build this thingamajig. So, probably going to I'm probably gonna need to bring quite a bit of stone. Now I do have this which is full, so the other thing that we can do is we can we can do that. Oh, but then we only get one in here, don't we? That might not be a bad thing though. See that there, then we can probably going to need about 3, maybe even 4 shulker boxes full of stone, which will take a few minutes to craft here or to mine, but not too bad with this cobblestone generator. So it's a bit of a thing. It's not probably the most exciting thing you can ever do on a stream. It's just run a cobblestone generator, but it is what it is. And as I said, we need the stuff. Now I didn't have time to prep all the stuff that I needed to get before coming on to the stream, but I see streaming as one of those things where you do all your resource gathering, do all the monotonous stuff so that you have time to chat to your chatters and you see where it goes. And then you do YouTube videos for doing the actual episode. So I just need to do a little something here and we do need to get a lot of stone. We need to get a lot of redstone together. We need dust. We need torches. We need dispensers. We need hoppers. If we're going to build this unit up in the sky, I want to have everything I can possibly have. Oh, I forgot to put this in there. That's why I was wondering why my inventory was so full. So I don't think my chat box is working at the moment, so it means I'm gonna have to skip off this screen just for a quick second, and I shall be. I'll be right back. There we go. Hopefully that's working now. Forgot to refresh it before I started. Mr. Hilton here is decided he wants to sit on my foot at the end of and he's just watching me and chatting to me every now and again, screeching at me. Isn't that right, Mr. Hilton? So with this mob farm, I found that it works a little bit better than the dispenser farm. You know, the towery thing. I found that most people are building these days. So it's a really old mumbo jumbo design, but it is much better. It takes a little bit more resources because it needs 182 hoppers, 60 dispensers, 60 buckets, an etho hopper clock, some redstone torches, and a lot of redstone dust. But once you, hey, thank you so much, Baba Whale. I really appreciate that. That's fantastic. Welcome on board. So this design, it looks from underneath like a razor, but it works so well, and we can get zombies, spiders, skeletons, creepers, endermen, pillagers. What's the other one? There's another one. Wandering trader. Because we get all of those in there in this farm. Now I've tried, I don't know whether it's a bedrock thing or not, but I've tried putting the trapdoors on the roof of each layer, and I just don't get any spawns except for spiders. So I don't know whether it's a bedrock thing, that maybe the creeper is a pixel or two bigger than it is in Java and it just doesn't work. But I'm happy to take all the drops that I can get from every different mob. It doesn't matter. Which reminds me, I'm going to need probably an extra 6 double chests, or probably an extra 12 chests on top of the 180 hoppers that I need. Or I could put short boxes then. Oh, we'll work it out when we get there. I'm gonna bring enough wood with me anyway, so it's not gonna matter. I'll be able to build what I need to build out there, craft what I need to craft, should I say. Let's pop around and check this again. Alright, we're getting there. So with this farm, when you build it, you go 64 up from the ocean surface. You build a hopper bank that's quite long and quite wide, about 6 or 8 wide, and then you go up a further 32 blocks, and then you build your farm up at that point. And then if you go up from the top of your farm about 30 to 35 blocks, then the only thing that's loaded in is your farm. So you get nothing spawning anywhere else, and that way then it's the only thing that's loaded. So you get all mobs spawning in your farm, or this farm. So that should be that sugar box full, or just about. So that should be that sugar box. What we'll do is we'll off a new sugar. Oh, still got a couple of blocks short. So the other fun thing about this farm is that it's quite easy to build. It looks a lot more complicated than it really is. As long as you follow a couple of different, as long as you follow the process, it's quite simple, and it's quite quick to build as well. You probably build it in about 3, maybe 4 Minecraft days, and that's sleeping through the night, so it doesn't take too long to build. Which is a good thing. Now I could of course build it in the city and then kind of light up all the areas around and underneath it in caves and stuff, but that's an awful lot of work. And I'd rather just do it out over the ocean, and that way then it's not part of the city, and I get away with just leaving it bare bones and not having to decorate it in any way, shape or form. So that can now definitely be full. It is. We'll pop that out of there and we'll put a new one in. And the other thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need bamboo, because I need to make scaffolding. Didn't mean to do that. Put that back. Didn't mean to do that. So there's it's not very complicated, this farm, but it is one of those fun builds to do, because you're so high up, and I changed it a little bit from what Mumbo does, but it is 100% a Mumbo Jumbo build, and it's probably 6 or 7 or even 8 years old now. But it works, and 6 or 7 years old now. That's all that matters to me, is that it works, and I get my gunpowder, and as long as I'm getting the gunpowder and being able to make rockets. As I was saying earlier, I work a full-time job, so I have plenty of time to AFK, so I can sit there while I can sit AFK'd while I am at work and asleep at night. And if I can't get what I need in that time, well then, it doesn't matter how good your farm is, if you can't get it done in that amount of time, then there's no real point, right? So let's put some of these away, so that I can pick up more of that bamboo. Oh, I've got plenty of string. 54, 64. How many will that give me? Oh, that's way more than enough. Do it anyway. There we go. Because look, it won't go to waste. That's the thing. I'll use it for building I'll use it for building the city. Mr. Hilton, can you quieten down, please? The thing with Mr. Hilton is he can hear himself on the video, so he's calling out to himself, and then he's responding to his own calls, which is funny. Calling out to himself, and then he's responding to his own calls, which is funny. He thinks there's another parrot in here, and he's getting all territorial. Isn't that right, Mr. Hilton? He's a funny boy. But he's also a pretty boy. Yeah, I know. But he's also a pretty boy. Yeah, I know. Right, so I might as well just take that one out of there and craft it into a stick. I'm gonna need sticks anyway because I'm gonna need a lot of redstone. Some repeaters. Right here, so I need the redstone, sticks, repeaters, comparators, more sticks. A couple of those. Let's go get some iron and make these hoppers. So I cleared this out the other day and made. Well, hello. What have you got for sale, mister? You do have gunpowder. That could be a bit of a help. I should be able to get. If I have any emeralds, I should be able to buy a couple of bits of. And that will just help because I don't have very many rockets anyway, so. Give me a farmer. There you go. Give me a farmer. There's one of them, and 1, 2, 3 of them. Don't think that's going to be enough to buy him out. G'day, mate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. G'day, mate. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. We're about to gearing up to go and do a massive big mob farm up in the sky over the ocean somewhere. So we're just trying to get all our resources gathered before we go out there. We don't want to go out there and then have to come all the way back. So I'm just gonna buy some gunpowder from this guy. Well, there we go, 8. Not great, but not at all bad. So as I was saying, I cleared all this out yesterday. You can see there's not very much iron in here. There's a bit in that one. But it's all in here as blocks. So I'm going to need quite a few. So I think that will do us. I'm not going to actually it's night time and I'll take a bit of a coward's run here. Get inside and go for sleep before the mobs come out because I don't want to get blown up with all this stuff on me, so now I do have a bed on me, so I could have probably slept outside, but it is what it is. And I've yet to make an iron door for that. I'm just too lazy to make an iron door, that's all it is. Goes there for now. I think that should be enough of those. And we've got more iron blocks in. We've got more iron blocks in there, which is great. We've got more iron blocks in there. So 3 8. It's going to give me 24 more. It's going to give me 24 more rockets, which will help. will help in the big scheme of things. Will help. So I'm not particularly worried about losing a little bit of sugarcane at this point. I'd rather get myself going because we have a big build on, so maybe we where's the box? There. That's stone. Thinking I might take some paper with me. Because it won't do any harm to have a bit of paper with us in case we, or for when we get Right, so what else do I need? A crafting table, have wood. Oh, I need wood. I've got enough there to do buckets. Oh, I need, that's what I need. I need 2 pistons. I need to make an etho hopper clock. So I'm going to need pistons, 2 hoppers, 2 comparators, some redstone dust, blocks, and then redstone dust to do the other lines that I need to do of redstone torches, redstone block, dispensers was the other thing that I need. So I'm going to need that. I believe I have. I do. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15. How many do I need? 60. Which means I'm going to need some cobblestone. I believe it's cobblestone that you need to make dispensers. I'm just going to go and check that because up and down. I think it's cobblestone. I don't think you can use stone. Dispensers. There they are. Yeah, so cobblestone. So we need to make cobblestone rather than stone in the generator. So let's put that pickaxe down there. And we can go make some cobblestone. Then I need a couple of stacks of this. Use 7 for dispenser. 7 per dispenser, and I need 60 dispensers. This is going to be the longest part of all of this, just making up the dispensers, which, you know, part of the game. You just got to make them. You can't avoid it. And we shall be flying once we get all the items together. Then we're flying. So what we'll do is we'll go up and we'll build the farm first, and then we'll come back down and build the collection point afterwards. So if we're going to use 7 cobblestone per dispenser, then we're going to need pretty much 7 stacks of cobblestone. Gotta make sure that we don't end up sitting out here at night because we don't want to get blown up by creepers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're nearly there for the dispenser. Quality, so 6. We're nearly there. That should give us more than enough. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Change that back. 8 dispensers. Change that back. 7. 6. There. Okay. Those. I guess those. Balls. Dispensers. 24, so we need 36. 24, so we need 36. Two. It's a bit of a boring process, this, but as I said, it has to be done. It's a bit of a boring process, this, but as I said, it has to be done. I just wish it wouldn't do that scroll to the bottom of the bloody page every time you. I just wish it wouldn't do that scroll to the bottom of the bloody page every time you craft. As many as you can afford to craft at a time. Every time you craft. As many as you can afford to craft at a time. One, two, three, four. That should be That should now be 60. And 32 is in fact 60. Right, so we are lying. We're getting there what to do with the resources. $75. 75. I need 180. So I need to make all of those into. I need to make all of those into. Hilton, quiet please. It's you that you're listening to. That's you, buddy. That's you, buddy. Okay, so I only need another 2. It's you, buddy, that you're listening to. It's you that you're screeching back at. It's you, buddy, that you're listening to. It's you that you're screeching back at. Okay, so that's that. We don't need the sticks anymore. Okay, so that's that. And we'll go redstone back in there. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to take with me? Yes, I need to take a couple more. Although they're going to come with me anyway. Put those in. I don't want to have to come back here for anything. So I'm just going to take my time and make sure and work out what I actually need. Take it with me. Don't need that. I do need iron. Oh, hang on. Don't need that. Goes in there. So there should be 3 left. Keep going till I only have 3 left available to make. That there should be that would be right, because if I go one there, one there, there, 4 15s indeed make 60. And one there. Do I have any? I think it might be up on the factoid, blue eyes. I think my ice might be up there and the shulker box up there. I probably don't need to take all this iron with me, but I'm thinking I'm going to take it with me just in case. You never know. I may require it. So what else? Still need more stone. So let's go mine some more stone. So we'll take this cobblestone out of here just for a second, and we shall put it in the furnace or in here. We got half a Minecraft day left before we got half. What we might do just stick our bed down there. Even set a respawn point, and then even if we do go into the night a little bit and we get blown up, we can just wake up there, get our stuff back. Or when we turn around and it's night time, we can just go to sleep right there. Right. I just had to mute the volume on my television because Mr. Hilton was hearing himself and was having a full-on conversation, screeching at himself, getting angry at himself because he thought it was another parrot in here. He was getting angry. Aren't you, buddy? You were getting angry. Yeah. So we have a long way to go before the city is going to be complete, but that first building that I built, I'm really happy with that. I'm taking a leaf out of Good Time with Scar book and just playing with ideas and seeing how it goes, and not copying directly from him, but going by what he was saying to do when he was building the city that he built, as he was explaining his thought process and his reasoning behind doing certain things. And I thought, well, yeah, well, that's pretty good. So I watched quite a few of his episodes, but I'm not copying any of his design styles. I'm just copying his process. And I'm really happy with the way it came out. So we shall see how we go on future building. It'll be interesting to see the evolution from the very first building as I go through the city to the last building. It'll be interesting to see if there's a big difference, if my building style evolves over that time. And I'm thinking there'll be some high-rise buildings, there'll be some normal low-rise buildings. That one I think is more of a medium size, but I'm not finished it yet, so I want to put a bamboo farm in the upper part of it, so that the whole building is self-contained. So it's making cactus, and then it's smelting the cactus. straight afterwards, so everything will be contained within that building. And then the same with the kelp. When I do the kelp, there'll be a bamboo farm in on top of that, so that the bamboo cooks the kelp directly. So I'm thinking that's the way to go, rather than have a massive big bamboo farm that feeds, and that has to go and feed all these different farms. I'm just going to build little sustainable units where it's all self-contained within the one building. We're about to have the sun go down. Now we may have to go and repair our tools, which does take a little bit of time, fortunately, but I'd rather have, well, I suppose I could just take tools out of the tool chest and repair these later. We'll see how we go. So let's just sleep the night away and see where that takes us. Let's just sleep the night away and see where that takes us. We're not too bad. Not too bad. I want to have a couple of shulker boxes of stone because I'm going to have to make stone slabs for the roof. And it's not going to be, it's just going to be a plain grayscale building with same blocks throughout the whole thing. I'm not going to be doing any mad decoration because it's going to be one of those farms that you never see. Once it's built, it'll be an AFK farm and you'll never see it. So it won't even have a sorting system in it. It'll just have 6 or 8 chests, and I'll just go through and pull out what I need as I need it. Mainly for gunpowder, but I will get bones, rotten flesh, spider's eye, string, ender pearls, leads, leather, crossbows maybe. So there's quite a few items. You get sugar, redstone, sticks, glass bottles, because you'll have witches spawn in there as well. So all in all, it's a good all-round mob farm. We just got to allow it to do its thing. Oh. So this is riveting stuff. We just gotta go and check on our box. Oh, it's not even. Thought we would have had a lot more than that. Now, I'm thinking, have I, by any chance, broken any of the hoppers? Now, I'm thinking, have I, by any... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I haven't broken any of the hoppers. It's very easy to break the hoppers in this, and then you don't realise, and the hopper despawns, and all your blocks are sitting in the first 3 hoppers or 4 hoppers, and nothing's gone into your chest at the end. I've had that happen before, and I'm wondering why I'm not getting any stone out of it. So I've got 2 shulker boxes of stone. I'll get this one and another one, I think, and that should be more than enough. Should be way more than enough that we need. And this farm is expandable, upwards or downwards, depending on which way you want to go. But it is expandable. I just like to do 5 layers. Seems to do enough. You get enough to get that 5 layers. Let's check that one more time. We're nearly there. Check that one more time. We're nearly there for this box. We're nearly there. We're nearly there for this box. I think that pickaxe is done. I'm sure I have got more. Over here somewhere. Two, unbreaking efficiency 5. Efficiency. That one, but it doesn't have mending. If that one has mending, I guess I could combine these two. It's not going to be a big loss to combine the 2 of them, so. That's going to cost 20 levels that way. It's going to cost 7 levels that way. I think which I know which one I'm taking. And I've just put the wrong pickaxe in with I'll put the unfortunate. I'll put the fortune one in there. And I'll put that one in. Come on. So I have a set specific order that I like to have my tools in. That way then I don't have to think about which one is which. Especially when you're around ender chests and stuff that you want to silk touch rather than fortune. I just instantly know that my 3rd slot is silk touch. Don't have to think about it, we just do it. Away you go. So this will be a lot quicker if I had a beacon. It would be insta-mine at 5. Boom, 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 boom. But I don't have a beacon yet because we haven't gotten that far. So we'll pop that one out of there. Pop that one in there and we should start, yeah. Ew. Put that one in there. That's the one thing about this farm is occasionally you get pieces popping up here. I guess I can put another layer of stone up there and stop that happening. For the most part, it's not that big a deal. That's why I didn't think. That's why I didn't think it was working. That's why I didn't. That's why I somehow moved where it was supposed to be. That's pretty good. We've had 3 followers today, which is absolutely fantastic. And so, and as I was saying earlier, we hit a couple of big milestones on YouTube today as well, within the last 2 days or so. So we had our 200, oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. We had our 200 video go up. We got 20,000 views, and early today, we were absolutely smashed the 100 subscriber point, which is fantastic. We just gotta keep that momentum going, keep it going, I like it. Dave. So we are absolutely flying. I can't believe we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube today. That's absolutely fantastic. It took a while, but anything worth doing is worth doing, taking its time. So, I mean, I only started my YouTube channel in May last year, and I only started streaming on Twitch in December last year, so to have over 100 subscribers on YouTube and then 32 followers here on Twitch in that time, I think it's pretty good. I know people have done it faster, and that's fine, but I'd rather have slow, sustained growth than rapid growth and then stagnation. So we'll see where it takes us. We'll see where it goes. I've got some good stuff coming up because of the high-rise buildings around in the city that we're going to be building. I'll just pop over here. You should be able to see. That's the very first high-rise building that I have ever built. And it's got behind that front passage with the checker pattern on the front is a cactus farm. And above it is going to be a bamboo farm, so that it's all self-contained within that building. And then the next building that we do, which will be Probably on Thursday, we'll be doing one on this end on this side. And then we'll be doing one there and one over the other side. And then we'll be connecting the roads up. But in the meantime, this block here, that block up there, that block up, and that block over there, down below me here is a spawn chunk. So we've got to go down and make a spawn. It's not a spawn chunk, it's a slime chunk. Get it right. We're going to get down there and make a slime farm. Now, I'm not going to make the most efficient slime farm. I'm just going to make a slime farm that works. I don't need 20 million slime balls per hour. I just need some slime balls to make some sticky pistons and maybe some slime blocks for other projects. I've got plenty of time to AFK while I'm at work and when I'm sleeping at night, so once we have this sugar box finished, we're going to go and do the all mobs farm over the ocean somewhere, and that'll get us gunpowder, string, spider's eyes, rotten flesh, leather, leaves, redstone, sugar, healing potions, glass bottles, ender pearls, and the occasional bow, crossbow. So it's such a simple farm for getting so many items from it. So, and again, it's one of those farms where once it's built, it'll never be seen again on camera because it's just an AFK farm. But I've got clerics to sell the rotten flesh to. I've also got to do the spider farm. I'm using the wrong pickaxe. Wonder why I was getting cobblestone sitting on top. Using the wrong pickaxe. Oh well. Pop that in there. That's just 5 minutes of my life I won't get back. Anyway. So as I was saying, it's such a handy farm to do and it's so easy to build. Once you understand the one principle with the redstone, it is so easy. Anybody can build it. And it may not be the most efficient farm, but I'm playing in a single player world. It's not like I'm playing on a server where I'm going to be selling items. If I was playing on a server, I would probably build something a bit more efficient so that you get more bang for your buck. But as I was saying about the slime farm, I don't need 20 million items in 5 minutes or in an hour. I just need enough gunpowder to make rockets to be able to fly around. I just need enough rotten flesh to be able to sell, string to sell, and anything else that I can sell from it to my villagers. And they only take between 12 and 16 trades at a time, so it's not like I need massive amounts of anything. So, and I'm not even going to do a item sorter, because with the item sorter, it's taking up resources that don't really have massive amounts of at the moment. Maybe later on I could change that and make an item sorter that puts stuff in sugar boxes for me and away we go. But for now, all I really need is to get that gold powder. Like we're getting there, we're nearly there for cobblestone. Or stone, should I say. I'm just trying to rack my brain here and work out what else I need. So I've got the hoppers, I've got the redstone, I've got the pistons, I've got the scaffolding, I'm just about to get the stone, I've I've got the dispensers, I've got the buckets. I think that's it. I've got the chests. I really think that's pretty much it. Don't really need anything more than that. And I've got some extra resources that I can bring with me. Iron, wood, stone. Well, I'm going to have a lot of stone for this anyway, so we'll see where we go. See how we go. So hopefully in a couple of weeks' time, I'll be getting a brand new microphone. I've got a microphone just here. Probably just see a shadow of it just there. I'll be getting a new microphone. I plan on getting the SM7B. And then a little while after that I'll be getting a better camera. So at the moment I'm just using a USB camera, but I want to get a really good camera, really crisp and clear. At the moment you can see on my chest here it's freaking out a little bit, and I've just realised why it's freaking out a little bit, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it right now. I don't think. No, I'm not. I'm not going to be able to do anything about it right now. I've just realised why it's doing that glitchy thing. It's because I have two Chrome keys on there. I've got one for green and one for blue, and I forgot to take the blue one off because I put the green screen properly behind me, which I couldn't do the last couple of streams, but I could do today, and I've forgotten to take the second Chrome key off, and that's why it's doing that. Right, so I really need a better indicator here as to when this thing is full. We're getting there. I really need a better indicator here. There's only 4 more stacks to go. We're getting there. And then we should have more than enough resources. The problem with having limited rockets is that I don't want to be flying out to where I'm going to build this and then flying back and flying out again if I've forgotten something. So I don't really want to forget anything. Oh, look at that, it's night time again. Oh, look at that, it's night time again. And we're full. Beautiful. So that's us. And we're full. Beautiful. Pop that out of there. Oh, where did that other sugar box go? Where did that sugar buff go? Where did that sugar buff go? What? Oh, there it is. Oh! I thought it got eaten for a bit. Oh, that wasn't fun. Okay. That wasn't fun. Okay. And then this was it selling as well, yeah. So that one, that one, that one, that one. That one. I want to just take that with me just in case. Because we are going to be pretty high up in the world. I don't want to fall. We are going to be pretty high up in the world. And now, should I think I will actually. Take a stack of those just in case. And take a stack of those just in case. And a stack of those as well. Take those torches. I'm just taking my time and working out, is there anything else that I need to take with me? I'm just taking my time and working out, is there anything else that I need to take with me? And I know there is one thing that I need to take with me. And that's this bad boy. And I know there is one thing that I need to take with me. And that's this bad boy. I'm going to do my reset point there, and I'm going to take a break for 2 minutes, and I shall be right back. So just let me do a little bit of that action.